Are you obsessing over your food, hoping to discover the key to unlocking your IBS in your diet? Watch this video to learn why you're missing the bigger picture and why your one-track mind is actually holding you back from getting better. For the most helpful information you'll find about IBS online, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so you get those notifications every Friday when I post a new video. If you keep searching for the right foods to eat and not to eat to fix your IBS, but your symptoms are still flaring, by the end of this video, you'll learn why you're so stuck in a complete mindset block and why it's so important for you to get over it. I'm Wendy Leung, holistic health and happiness expert, licensed acupuncturist, and IBS elimination coach. And if I didn't know any better, I would think IBS was all about food too. And that's why I show my clients all about holistic healing and how to see the bigger picture. And now I'm sharing with you too. If I asked you, what's the most urgent question you want me to answer for you about your IBS, what would you say? A lot of you would probably start asking about food. What foods are bad for IBS? What foods are good for IBS? Is this food okay? What if I sometimes eat this bad food? What about gluten-free or sugar-free or carb-free or meat-free? These are the types of questions I frequently get asked on social, and I get it. Most of your IBS symptoms are gut symptoms, so the logical conclusion would be that if you could figure out the right foods to eat, you'd be able to get your IBS under control, right? Well, today we're talking about IBS mindset number 7, thinking that it's all about food. Tell the truth, were you about to ask me a food-related IBS question? Let me know by dropping a yes or a no in the comments below. If you've been watching my channel, then you know I always say two things. Number 1, IBS is not a forever thing. And number 2, IBS is a combination of an already weak gut and mental emotional stress. So already we know that food and diet are only half of the equation. But what does this mean for those of you who are struggling right now? Here's what'll happen if you only focus on food. You might have trouble identifying your food triggers. Sometimes your food triggers might cause flare-ups and other times they won't, leaving you seriously confused. Or all foods might seem like triggers because your symptoms flare up every time you eat. The other thing that could happen is that if you're able to uncover all of your food triggers and you avoid them like the plague, you get stuck eating an extremely restricted diet for the rest of your life, which is no way to live, right? Neither of these situations gets you to full IBS recovery. And like I said, IBS is not a forever thing, so why would you settle for symptom management when you could get to IBS free? So if it's not all about the food, what are some of the other things that you should be looking at? Here are 3 good places to start. Number 1, cooking methods. Yes, you've got me. This is still about food, but it's less about the ingredients that you're using and more about the method of cooking. Remember the TCM golden rule of thumb for digestion? Warm, simple, cooked meals. So something like raw carrots might be a trigger, but cooked carrots might not. Number 2, eating habits. We're still focused on your digestion, but instead of looking at what you're eating, we're now taking a look at how. Our bodies love routine, and if you're creating chaos with your eating habits, like skipping meals to avoid triggering symptoms, delaying meals in order to work later, that chaos will make it much harder for your gut to do its job. And number 3, stress and emotions. Now we're zooming out of your digestion to see how chaos in the rest of your body impacts your gut. Remember, the other part of IBS from a TCM perspective is mental emotional stress. Your emotions can play a huge role in how badly your symptoms flare up, which explains why sometimes it doesn't seem to matter what you avoid eating because your symptoms flare anyway. So to recap, instead of obsessing over which foods to eat and not eat, zoom out and take a look at these 3 things. Number 1, the way you're cooking your food. Number 2, the way you're eating your meals. And number 3, stress and emotions. Okay, so now that you've watched this entire video and I've challenged you to move away from your food obsession, what's the one burning question you want me to answer for you about your IBS? Drop it below so I can help. And if you want to learn more about how to navigate these other areas of your IBS, sign up for my free online class where I teach the 3 essential shifts you need to know to start your own journey to IBS recovery. The link is in the description box below. Of course, there's no one magic answer that's gonna solve your IBS problems because recovery is a process that takes time. But if you're ready to commit to action and actually get to the point where you are IBS free, make sure that you visit my website and apply to join my Conquer IBS mentorship program, where you'll get to ask me all the questions you want within 6 months as I guide you through the process and teach you everything you need to know to put your IBS behind you for good. The link is in the description box too. If you like this video, you know the drill. Let me know by liking it below, drop a comment with the word helpful, let me know what your biggest takeaway was. And make sure that you're sharing this with your fellow IBS conquerors because I want to spread the word that IBS is not a forever thing and I can help you guys beat this together. I have so much more to share with you about all things IBS, and next week we're summarizing the entire IBS Mindset series and I'm teaching you some tools you can use to bust through those IBS mindset blocks so that you can get your brain and your body in the right place for you to achieve full recovery. So if you haven't already done it, make sure you subscribe to my channel, you hit that bell so you're getting those notifications every Friday when I'm posting a new video.